Hello everyone and welcome back to the New England Sports Village here in Attleboro, Massachusetts on this beautiful August 29th year of 2023 as we have another Academy matchup here lined up for you this afternoon starting at 3 o'clock. So we'll have your 16U Northeast Generals taking on the 16U Hartford Wolfpack. Hello everyone, my name is Mason Strawn. I will be your commentator for this afternoon matchup. Yesterday it was morning, I couldn't get that put through my head, but I know this time at least that's afternoon. So here we are once again at Attleboro, Massachusetts in the New England Sports Village for this matchup once again between the 16U Northeast Generals and the 16U Hartford Wolfpack. The Generals wearing navy blue with white helmets here tonight. The Hartford Wolfpack wearing the white jerseys with the dark colored helmets. Once again, hello, my name is Mason Strawn. I will be your commentator for this afternoon matchup. Start time is for 3 o'clock currently right now, but previous game before this actually finished up a little earlier. We will probably be ready here in about the next 3 minutes or so. So let me get right into the starting lineups for you here this afternoon. As we will have for the Northeast Generals, will be the same roster as what we had yesterday. Lucas Bonnet will be the second half goaltender in this game, number one. But first it'll be Aiden Hartman, who we did not see yesterday. He'll get the start actually in the first period. So he'll be the starting goaltender for these Northeast Generals at the current moment. The rest of that lineup will be Braden Spears, Brennan Printer, and Dylan Brennan on that first pairing, going from left wing to right wing. Anthony Fleck, Luke Harris, and Hunter Yurchik will be from left to right as well. And then Owen Renfers, Connor Williams, and Thomas Kobella will be your third pairing. On the defensive side, Matt Vystramaikov, the slick-skating defenseman, will be paired up with Maddox Braswell, as well as the 6'2" Trevor Blazinski, probably the tallest kid on this entire ice right now, will be matched up with Marco Preston, once again going from left to right on those defensive pairings. That will be your Northeast Generals lineup, held and led by Mr. Matthew Powers. Getting into the Hartford Wolfpack side of things, number one, Hunter Dryden will be followed up by Chase Laramie. AJ Della Carmine will be on the lineup as well tonight, as well as Chase Rose, Anthony Ursini, Sasha Filipovich, Tyson Jarvis, Sean Foley, Dalton Smith, Liam Lefebvre, Jason Musa, Braden Reynolds, Alexandre Oliveira, Liam Resto, Maddox Pemrick, Andrew Migliori, Nathan Kempton, Noah Boyd, Tanner Braden, and Brendan Galoli. That'll be your starting lineup for the Hartford Wolfpack, led by Robert Farasis as their starting head coach. Once again, the game will be here and ready in a minute 30, give or take-ish, at least if that's what the starting timer for me right now is accurate or not. Yesterday, we did see the Northeast Generals take on the Bay State Breakers in what was an unfortunate loss through the 2 periods of play. There'll be another 2 periods, I believe, here today as well. Those 22.5-minute first and second period. It's almost going to be like football halves at this point, but that's how it's going to be looking to be played here once again today. They lost 4-2, though, for the Generals, and what was quite a chippy game. At least 8 penalties taken originally by the Northeast Generals. At least 7 penalty kills they had to try and kill. They were at least kill 5 of them. And what was, once again, quite the chippy game. At least a penalty taken in each half, at least 3 within the first 10 minutes of both games for both sides, essentially. So, once again, it was one of those interesting little physical yapping back and forth. Even both coaches were not very happy with the referees at the end of the night type games, but at the same time, an unfortunate loss for the Generals yesterday. They're looking to try and bounce back here today. The Hartford Wolfpack, this will be their first time here in the New England Sports Village this year that I'm aware of. They haven't been in this tournament over on the opposite side from us here in the New England Sports Village. We haven't seen them play at all whatsoever, but they're going to have their first opportunity to take on these Northeast Generals once here today. We'll see what they can do here. About another 20 seconds until we get ready to go underway here. As once again, it'll be Aiden Hartman starting goal for the Generals tonight. Matt Vystramaikov, Maddox Braswell will be your left and right defenseman. Those will be 19 and 11 put back to back there. Braden Spears will wear 14. He'll be the starting left winger. Brennan Printer will be starting at center. He will wear number 7. Number 17 now, originally 14 for Dylan Brennan, but now 17. He will be on the right wing. I'd like to thank my cameraman Trenton here tonight. He's been very helpful the last 2 days with the camera work. I really appreciate what he's been able to do for me these last couple of days. He will be working alongside me. Once again, my name is Mason Strawn. I will be commentating tonight's matchup here between these 2 Northeastern teams. We get ready to get underway here. 22.5 minutes will be put on the board here for this first and second period of play. Once again, it'll be Aiden Hartman starting in net for the Northeast Generals, the 5'7", 140-pounder. He will step in for the first time here for the Generals, the 2008-born player, which makes me feel like an old man as someone who's only 22 years of age, but hearing someone who was born in 2008, you know, it makes you feel like you're getting your gray hairs on a little bit, but we get ready to go underway here once again in the New England Sports Village on the secondary ring. Tonight's game for the 18U will be at 8:50 tonight. The 18U team will take on, if I remember correctly, it should be the Hartford Wolfpack as well. Do not quote me on that just yet. I don't have that information right in front of me right now, unfortunately. But they will be playing on the premier rink right across from us at 8:50 tonight. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., the NAHL team will have its very first preseason expedition matchup. That will be on our official NAHL TV website. Please keep an eye out for that one as we'll be getting underway there tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Once again, we'll be getting ready to go here in the New England Sports Village secondary rink in this matchup between the Northeast General 16U versus the Hartford Junior Wolfpack. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a heck of a ride tonight, I'd say. If I've seen anything like this Generals team from yesterday, all you need to really do is just try and focus on getting those penalties under control. I think it was the whole bit that Matt Powers was letting them know about post-game, in the game, everywhere. He was making sure they let them know. But puck's dropped, and we win it back for the Generals. Stramaikov goes back after it. He's going to shoot around the backside of the net towards Maddox Braswell. Passes it back over to Stramaikov. Goes over to the Wolfpack way. Now it's going to end up on the right side. Going to be chased by Chase DeRose as he shoots it on net, and Aiden Hartman will get his very first action of the night. He'll make the glove save, and we'll have a face-off on the left-hand dot. So once again, it's been quite an active couple of days here at the New England Sports Village as the Beast Rats tournament has been going on as the Generals win this one and fire it out of their own zone. It'll be once again Chase Rose picking it up, trying to pass it off to one of his other forwards, but it's going to get picked off now here by Luke Harris. Luke Harris on the right-hand side trying to make his way down to the right side. Now tries to pass it back to Max Braswell. He's going to give it up. It's going to go down the left boards into the General zone. Stramaikov trying to get in front of it. Shot, save made once again by Aiden Hartman. He gets a glove on it. Pass made it out in front. Passing once again. Hartman, another save. This one goes wide. And already the Hartford Wolfpack are letting on the fire, as we can see, as this one's going to be stuck down in the left-hand corner for a moment here. Shot, save made once again by Hartman. Once again, he's only 5'7", but he's making himself look pretty big here in this net already. Another opportunity here for the Wolfpack. Pass made, save once again by Hartman. He might have got a piece of that one, but it went wide. Stromaikov's now going to pick it up on the left-hand side. He's going to try and get it out of the zone. He can't do it. Hartford trying to keep the pressure going. Gets it up now to passing, goes to Anthony Fleck. Fleck now dumps it down in, trying to get a line change for the Generals. As this one goes all the way back around the backside of the net now, the Wolfpack trying to see if they can generate a little more offense. It's going to go off the stick now with Dylan Brennan. He's going to keep it down low. Going out to Sasha Filipovich. Filipovich shoots it up the right-hand boards now, as this one continues to stay in the Hartford Pack zone. Picked up by Braden Spears. Spears around the backside of the net. Tries to get it up to his defenseman now for a moment here, as Blazinski's going to miss it. Blazinski now has to try and chase it back into his own zone. Passes it over to Marco Preston. Preston tries to get it out. He's going to hand it over to the defense at the neutral zone. Here come the Wolfpack once again. Save once again made by Aiden Hartman, as now here come the Wolfpack once again. Dumps it back down into the General zone. Blazinski's going to have to try and fight for it. He's going to lose it to Sasha Filipovich. Filipovich now on the left-hand boards. He's going to give it up, and it's going to go the other way. Now here comes Dylan Brennan down the right boards. He's going to give it up for a moment now as Chase Rose is going to try and pick it up and get it off the boards now. Rose trying to come down with a head of steam now. He has no defensive help now as Blazinski's all the way up the right in front of the ice. Aiden Hartman gets a piece of it. It's going to go wide. Tries to make the pass in front once again. Dylan Brennan's going to pick it up. He's going to knock it back down after he tried to get it out of the zone. Now it goes over to his teammate. What I believe there was Maddox Braswell. He's going to fire it back in. Now down on the left-hand boards, the Wolfpack are going to try and fight for it. Chase Laramie trying to battle alongside there with Thomas Cabela. Cabela now wins it in the right corner. Tries to get it over to a blue teammate. Can't find one just for a moment here. It's going to go the other way with the Wolfpack. This one's going to make its way all the way back up to center ice now on an odd Kareem as this one goes off Owen Renfrew skates. That one makes its way down into the right boards. Pass out in front. Save made for a moment there. Shot opportunity for who I believe was Connor Williams. It was. He wasn't able to go through. He couldn't get through the sticks of the Hartford defender. Coming the other way now, here come the Wolves once again as offsides will be called. And what was already, in a matter of 3 minutes, quite the action-packed first period here. Still 0-0 your score here with 19:30 remaining here in the first. Face-off here on the left-hand side. Won by the Generals back into their own zone for a moment here as Marco Preston has to battle for it on the left wall. Gets it out of the zone for a moment here, ends up at center ice. Goes across over to A.J. Delacarmine. Delacarmine sends it back down. It's going to end up on the skates of Aiden Hartman. Ends up out in front, and the whistle is blown. I believe it was a stoppage in play there. Hartman was trying to sit on it for a moment. It scuttled out for a second there in front, but by the time it did, the referee had already blown his whistle. So still 0-0 here through one. 19:15 here to go in this first period. Once again, 22.5-minute first half and a 22.5-minute second half will be played during this game. Face off here on the left-hand side of Hartman. Won once again by the Generals. That's 3 straight for them here. Luke Harris tries to go around the backside of the net. Gets it up to his defensive pairing on the left wall. It's going to get batted down, though, by the Wolfpack. Tries to send it back around the backside now to Blazinski. Blazinski loses sight of it for a moment here. Goes back over to Marco Preston. Preston now around the backside of the net, trying to fight with it for a current moment here as Anthony Urasini's trying to battle for it on the backside of the net. Continues to sit there. It's just sitting on the backside of the net. And it's going to be a stoppage in play as no one could seem to get it off the backside. They were swatting at it for a minute there. They just couldn't seem to get it out of the netting for a moment, so it's going to be a stoppage in play and a face-off to the left-hand side of Aiden Hartman. Puck is dropped. Harris once again wins it for a moment there. He gets all the way up to Anthony Fleck. It's not going to make its way out of the zone, or is it there? No offsides called by the referee, but it's going to keep going the other way as Hunter Juracek now trying to battle through the white jerseys. He gets hit over center ice and is going to go back onto the Wolf stick. Straight pass right across. Juracek is able to get his stick on it for a moment there, but it's going to end up on the stick of Anthony Urasini. Urasini sends it back down, but Stramaikov, the slick skating defenseman, is able to get a piece of it. He might not be very big, but man, can he fly. As it goes now over to the stick of Luke Harris. Harris now up the right-handed boards, trying to make his way through all the white defenders now. Goes all the way down to the right-hand corner. He gets stopped for a moment by the Wolfpack. Sends it back down to the left-hand corner. Stramaikov trying to beat him to it. Bats it away for a moment. Tries to go towards the front of the net. Can't get it there. Stramaikov tries to hand it back off to Luke Harris. Harris picks it up on the right-hand side. Shot save made now by Hunter Dryden, the starting goaltender for the Wolfpack here tonight. Braden Spears now trying to get a hold of it. He's not able to do so. Luke Harris lays the body. He's already played some first-time minutes tonight here as the Wolfpack have an opportunity. Here they come once again. Shot save made by Hayden Hartman. He got enough on the leg. Tap pass there from Braden Printer. Here come the Generals once again. Braden Spears now on the left-hand side. He loses his footing for a minute. Stramaikov shot save made once again by Dryden. Puck makes its way over to the left-hand boards. Battling for it now as it goes down deeper into Wolfpack zone. Picked up by Della Carmine. Della Carmine sends it up the right-handed boards as the Wolfpack are trying to get it out. Not going to get away, though. Here comes Luke Harris once again. Gets the pass out in front. Can't find anybody in front there. Changes come through for the Generals. Here come the Wolfpack once again. It's Tyson Jarvis on the right-hand side. Tries to find his buddy in front. That was Migalori. Migalori gives it up for a moment here, and it's going to go deep into the Wolfpack zone once again. 17 minutes here remaining in the first. Still 0-0 your score. Drop pass once again. It gets stuck in the skates there for a moment of Jason Musa. Going back down to the Wolfpack zone once again. It's going to be Brendan Printer trying to beat him down there. Cabela trying to win into the zone. He gets bodied by a couple of white jerseys. Pass out in front. Shot save made by Hunter Dryden. An awesome opportunity for Dylan Brennan. He just hits him right in the numbers. Or I guess it'd be right in the logo for these guys. Usually it's the numbers if you with any other team, but 16:45 here remaining in the first. Still 0-0 your score. Face off to the right-hand side of Hunter Dryden here. Won by the Wolfpack as they'll try and dump it out. They will indeed. And a head full of steam. Here comes Andrew Migliori. He's going to get tripped up for a moment there, but no penalty will be called. It's going to be saved by Aiden Hartman. Migliori was coming in with a head of steam. A beautiful tap pass up over the heads of all the Generals defenders. Nobody was able to beat him to it as he just came in with a head full of steam. Face off to the left-hand side of Hartman once again. One for a second there by the Wolfpack, and a shot in front. Couldn't get it to go. Just not enough there in front as a big hit there for a moment from Matvei Stravaikov, a guy who doesn't really hit very often. He let it be known there. Here he comes now on the left-hand side. Shot save made by Dryden. Rebound goes wide. What was a heck of a sequence there for Stramaikov for a moment there from the Buffalo native. He's going to try and see what he can do now as he has help on the back defensive side. Now good stick handling by Owen Renfers. He had a goal yesterday in the game against the Bay State Breakers. He's going to dump it down with 16 remaining here in the first. Puck now deep in the right-hand side, picked up by Laramie. Laramie passes across to his defensive teammate, Chase Rose. Rose passes it up now. It's going to be on the stick of Liam Lefebvre. Lefebvre passes it over. Shot save made off the blocker side of Aiden Hartman. Puck now deep in the corner as it's going to be tried to get out once again by the Generals. Now up on the close side boards. Battling for it, still can't get it past that blue line at the moment. Tries to make the crosshand pass, he will to Luke Harris. Harris now backing up for a moment. He's going to fall for a second there as he has bodies in front. Blocked away by Sasha Filipovic. Shot, save made by Hartman. He lost it in his feet. Now on the close boards once again, here comes Marco Preston. He keeps losing the puck here at this point. Now going back over to the Wolfpack once again. Pass across, can't find it for a moment. Got stuck in his skates there of Tyson Jarvis. Passed all the way down. Goaltender Dryden's going to pick it up for a moment. 15 to go here, still in the first. 0-0, still your score. The Wolfpack have been threatening. Pass up the far boards now. Trying to get it deep into the zone. Can't get enough of a stick on it. It's going to go on to Brendan Printer now. He's going to send it back around to Blazinski. Blazinski can't find it in his feet. Deep in the corner now, going to be battling forward on the close boards. It's going to make its way up past the blue line. The Generals trying to break it out. Printer and Fleck trying to battle for it for a moment there, but it's going to get picked up by Braden Reynolds. Reynolds shot, save made by Hartman. He can't find it. Over on the right corner it goes. Continuing to battle for it here, 3 navy blue jerseys trying to get it off the stick of Braden Reynolds. Reynolds continues to battle, keeps it in for a moment here. Fleck's able to bat it out of the zone. Gets picked up for a moment there by A.J. Delacarmine. Delacarmine trying to find anybody in front on the crossing pass. He does find one. Takes the fake shot. Save made for a moment there. His big body's hit in front. Anthony Fleck made a good play. Puck's out of the zone. Offsides is called. Tyson Jarvis had a good stick play there for a minute, but Anthony Fleck told him, no, you can't make it through my zone. So with 14-12 remaining still here in the first period, it's already been, again, a competitive matchup this time. Less so on the penalty side, thankfully, and more so on the offense, as this one's won by the Wolfpack. Still stuck in the neutral zone, though, here, as they try and find something here. Fasted it down. It's going to go past the net of Aiden Hartman. Excuse me, couldn't get the name out for a moment there, as this one's going to stay on the left boards. Offsides called once again. As Chase Laramie was thinking that puck stayed on sides, he's letting him know about it a little bit here. As we'll have a face-off here on the close boards, as this one's going to be won by the Generals back into their own zone. Back over to Stramaikov. He's going to see if he can get the puck out of the zone. He will. It's going to end up on the stick of Brennan. Brennan now trying to battle for it on the right-hand boards. Trying to find a blue jersey. He can't find anybody for the moment here. Cross pass goes too far. Stromaikov's going to pick it up. Trying to outskate the forwards here that are forechecking like crazy against this Generals offense. They've been trying hard to break it out of their own zone, but it's been a great forecheck here by the Wolfpack. This one's going to go wide for a moment here. Stromaikov tries to make a little tap pass, can't get it away. Ends up back into the skates of Stromaikov, and I believe there is Dalton Smith on those left boards. Ends up back in the deep corner of the Generals zone once again here, trying to get it out for a moment. Aiden Hartman's able to get a piece of that one as Tanner Braden had an opportunity. Puck on the backside of the net. Referee calls it dead. An odd pass there for a moment as Maddox Broswell lost it for a second there, and Tanner Braden had an opportunity, wasn't able to get enough of it. Face off now over to the left-hand side of Hartman. Won by the Wolfpack once again, trying to get it out of their own zone. They will for a moment here, as now here they come once again. The white and navy blue and red of the Hartford Wolfpack have been flying around this ice here tonight, I'll tell you what, but the Generals are keeping strong. 12:54 here still to go. On the right-hand side now, the Wolfpack trying to get out on their zone. A big cross pass is going to make it all the way up to Brendan Galoli. Galoli now trying to find a body in front. He can't find anybody. It's going to go wide. The pucks just kept bouncing off the skates and sticks of everybody. This one's going to end up on the skates now of Chase Rose. His shot gets blocked out in front. Rose trying to find a body in front. Once again, he's not able to do so, so it ends up on the skates of Owen Renfers. Renfers tries to get it out of the zone. He will for a moment here, but the Wolfpack pick it up once again on the clear. Blazinski now trying to beat Chase Rose into the corner. Blazinski gets a big body off of Rose. This one makes it out front of the Generals' net for a moment there. It's going to get sticked almost by Cabela. Cabela gets it out of the zone. Going to be tried to pick up by Anthony Fleck here. He's not able to outbody the way of Tyson Jarvis. This one gets shot back down to the General zone once again. Hartman's going to have to retrieve it. Lets it go. Goes to his defensive teammate, Maddox Braswell. Braswell sends it back up now on the right-hand side. Big hit late on the boards here once again. This one's going to go around the backside of the net. 3 different blue jerseys. That one's going to end up in the skates. Well, I believe there for a moment was Connor Williams, as it's actually going to get picked up once again by the Hartford, as it's going to end up on the boards. Now an opportunity here, possibly shot, save made. Anthony Fleck had an opportunity as that one got batted away. Here come the Wolfpack once again. It's going to be A.J. Delacarmine once again. He's going to try and pass it straight across. He will for a moment here. Shot, save made. A great save by Anthony Fleck. That one goes wide. Excuse me, that was Stromaikov in front, and he's hurt. Another shot, save made. Oh, that one goes wide once again. They're going to continue to try and battle for it now. Here comes an opportunity possibly for Anthony Fleck. He's out of steam, though, for a moment. He's going to see if he can get a chance here. Shot goes wide once again here as the changes come through for the Generals. Hartford picks it up once again, tries to get it through. Can't get it past anybody, though, as this one's going to end up on the skates of Andrew Migliori. Migliori trying to find a body in front. He does for a moment here. Gets another pass attempt. Can't get it to go. Sticked away by a second there by Aiden Harbin, I believe. As that one had wide open net, somebody got a stick in front of it. Ends up on the close boards once again. Tries to go around the backside. Pass save made once again as it'll bounce around the backside. Liam Lefebvre for a moment there. Now it goes over to Laramie, excuse me, as that one gets blocked away as well, that time by Blazinski. This one goes out in front. Anthony Fleck's going to pick it up. Fleck now on the left-hand side. Tries to get it deep into the zone. He will, accidentally shoots it out of play, and with 10:30 remaining here in the first, we'll have another face-off. Still 0-0 your score between the Northeast General 16U and the Hartford Junior Wolfpack. And what has been already quite the adventurous first period here from an offensive standpoint. Hartford has had multiple opportunities but have not been able to find anything here. The Generals have been trying to generate some offense as well but haven't really been able to get any quality shots on net. Face off the center dot, won by Hartford for a moment here as it'll go back over to Chase Rose. Rose now on the right-hand side, passes it up over towards his teammate Jason Musa. Musa now on the right-hand boards, gets his pass sticked away for a moment there as it's picked up by Lefebvre. Lefebvre tries to keep it in. He will for a moment here. Stromykov outbodies the puck in front, though, and keeps it away. Gets it picked up now by Marco Preston. Now, Marco Preston trying to get it up and out of the zone. He's going to skate with it now. He's going to go across center ice and try and see how far he can get. Goes down, gets it stuck down to the left-hand boards. He's going to try and pick it up off the skates of Lefebvre. Lefebvre, though, gets a pass in front. Shot goes wide. For a moment there, Dryden lost it on the right boards. Goal comes undone. For a moment there, it looked like Brennan Printer had an opportunity. He wasn't able to dig it out, though. So we'll have another dislodged net with 9:50 here remaining in the first. Still 0-0 your score here as we'll have a face-off to the right-hand side of the starting goaltender Hunter Dryden for these Wolfpack. He's probably the second tallest human being on this rink here today besides Blazinski. It appears here no change as well as they're going to get a denied change here for the Northeast Generals as Marco Preston was trying to go for the bench there for a moment, trying to get a change for Maddox Braswell to go with Stromykov, but it won't occur here as the ref was denying it. So we'll continue here in the Wolfpack zone. The Generals pick it up once again, but now here come the Wolfpack. They pick it up off the skates as Della Carmine tries to get it forward. He will for a moment here. Got one, gets batted away by Braden Reynolds. It goes down deep into the left-hand corner of the General zone. This one goes around the backside of the net. Battle for it now. Braden Spears trying to keep it out of the zone. Big hit there by Reynolds. He's been letting the body be known, and now it's going to get a little chippy in front of the net for a moment as the Generals get it out of the zone. Now trying to keep it out as they try and move forward with it here as Spears dumps it forward. Line changes coming through once again for the Generals. As this one gets called offsides once again, I believe. This might be... It will be an offsides, I believe, here. We will actually see a penalty here. I thought I saw a hand up, but I believed it was offsides for a moment. It will be a hooking call against, I believe, Jason Musa. So we'll have the first penalty kill of the first power play, I should say. Penalty kill if you're Hartford, power play for the Generals here with 9:05 remaining in the first. They'll have their first power play opportunity, and the first time they've had the first power play opportunity since yesterday. This puck's dropped, won by the Generals for a moment here. It ends up in the skates. It'll get fired around. Stromykov tries to keep it in. He can't do so. So now he'll receive pressure here by Tanner Braden. Stromykov trying to break it out of his own zone here. He'll skate a couple circles around, trying to see if he can find an opening. He does indeed find one. He's going to go down the left-hand boards, go coast to coast with it here for a moment. Tries to go on the around the backside of the net, trying to find somebody to find the pass to. Gets it up to the right-hand side of the boards, gets the pass across over towards, what I believe, Luke Harris. Harris sends it down to Dylan Brennan. Brendan now loses it for a moment on the backside of the net as Anthony Fleck lost it. Cross pass once again. Good play there by Dylan Brendan. It would have been a one-on-one opportunity there for the Hartford Wolfpack. Big hit on the right-hand boards. It's going to make its way into the neutral zone for a moment here as the Generals try to reset. Stromykov makes the cross pass over to Printer. Printer tries to keep it in the zone. He will indeed. Makes the dump down towards Luke Harris. Harris tries to get the pass in front. Flank it, redirects it. It goes around the backside of the net. This one will end up on the back left side now. Here's an opportunity possibly for Hartford. They lose track of it, though. Printer now enters the zone on the left-hand side. Shot goes through the legs of Dryden for a minute there, but goes wide. Stays on the right-hand boards now. Now it gets dumped into the neutral zone. It's going to end up on the stick, of Dylan Brennan. Brennan now makes the pass forward. Goes off the skates of Maddox Braswell. Goes too far. Icing will be called. 45 seconds remaining here on the power play for the Generals. They've generated some offense now here with 7:50 remaining in the first. Still nothing, though, between these two sides. Once again, what's been a closely contested offensive affair. Neither team can seem to bury one here. Face-off one over to the right-hand side now as the Generals are going to try and break it out of their zone with 40 here on the clock for the power play. Passes up towards Connor Williams. Williams now trying to generate something as he passes up to Cabela. Cabela now loses sight of it for a moment, but ends up on the skates of Hunter Urisic. Urisic passes off to Braswell. Braswell gives it up back to Connor Williams on the right-hand board. Battling for it now as this one gets sent back down into the General zone with 20 seconds remaining on the power play. No ice will be called for a moment. There's Cabela. Tries to get the pass off for a moment. He will for a second, but the Wolfpack forecheckers have been notorious tonight. This one tries to make it out of the zone. Cabela will pick it up once again, trying to find a navy blue jersey to get it to. He will for a moment here, and he's going to get called off sides, and it was going to be a big hit there for a moment, as it was kind of an off-centered shot by Braden Spears and A.J. Delacarmian, and they're going to let words be thrown for a moment here, as they're not really going to get much done. The referee comes over and lets them know about it. Braden Spears almost lost his helmet there for a second. It was an odd hit. He tried to avoid it, did for a moment, but it almost made him jerk off to his left-hand side. And what was just an odd collision there for a moment. We'll have a face-off here on the right-hand circle. Makes its way over into the Wolfpack side. Goes a pass straight across, back over towards Delacarmian. Delacarmian passes back over to the right-hand side, makes its way into the General zone, and the penalty kill is officially over for the Wolfpack. They're able to kill it. Now deep into the General zone once again here, makes its way over the blue dot. Pass is intercepted there for a moment, batted down by Braden Spears, but it's going to make its way all the way down into the Hartford zone. Icing will be called with 6:45 remaining in the first. Still nothing. Your score after the penalty kill now from Hartford. They did a good job of being able to kill that first penalty of this hockey game. They're going to see if they can try and capitalize it. The Generals now just trying to see if they can find something after not being able to capitalize on the power play. But they've been able to get some offense generating now for the first time this evening. As that pass goes wide for a moment there, ends up on the stick of Dylan Brennan. Brennan passes it up now forward towards his forward Printer. Printer trying to battle through 4 different white jerseys. He's not able to do so. He'll end up on his backside. This one makes it deep into the General zone. It's going to be held by Aiden Hartman. He saw the white jerseys flying at him as Brendan Galoli was flying in with a head of steam once again. This Hartford team has been fast, to put it lightly. They have done a good job at being able to pick up on the forechecking as well as keeping that offensive pressure rolling. They've had a lot of opportunities to try and get an offensive rush. They just haven't been able to capitalize on it here tonight as the Generals win this face-off back into their own zone. Trying to make its way up the left boards. They will here. Gets it out of the zone here for a moment as Anthony Fleck will lose it for a second. It'll be picked up by, once again, Hunter Urisic. Hunter Urisic will send it down to the right-hand corner. Gets picked up by Luke Harris. Luke Harris loses it on the boards for a moment, but Fleck will pick it up. Harris isn't able to pick it up on his skates, though. And this one will go the other way with Hartford. Hartford now, Musa on those left boards, tries to outskate Stromykov, but Stromykov is able to keep pace with him. Makes its way down to the deep left corner, gets back up over to the blue line, over towards Chase Laramie. Laramie loses it for a moment, now goes over to the skate of Andrew Migliori. Migliori trying to skate around the defenders, gets around to the backside of the net. Trying to find a jersey in front, can't get it past Aiden Hartman. He falls down on it for a moment, rebound goes wide. This one gets taken away, though, off the skate of Stromykov. Stromykov loses it for a moment, goes around the backside of the net. Now goes Lefebvre. Lefebvre loses it on the back left side. This one makes it in front again. Lefebvre tries to make the pass in front, shoots, scores. The redirect there by guess who? Jason Musa, who took the first penalty of this game. He'll score the first goal. So 1-0 your score now here with 5:15 remaining in the first. On what was just good passing once again, able to make it through the bodies of the Generals for a moment there. And we'll have a 1-0 game here with 5 minutes remaining in the first. Puck is dropped once again, this time won by the Generals over to the close boards as they'll try and break it out. Pass by Marco Preston goes deep up the boards now as Connor Williams gets it across now over to Cabela, and offsides is called. I thought for a moment there that they were able to get it on but unfortunately for Cabela, he went a little too far, or he went a little too slow for the rest of his forwards to get ahead of him. I believe Connor Williams got a little excited, jumped the line. But this one is won now here by the Generals for a moment. Gets batted into the Hartford zone. Gets knocked down for a second there by Cabela. This one goes in the air. Now a 2-on-1 opportunity for Hartford. Shot's going to be made. Scored! In just an odd redirect of puckage, Marco Preston left on a 2-on-1, gets turned around, left on his very lonesome, and scored by Migliori. As Aiden Hartman, expecting the initial shot, gets baited, pulls the curtain on him, and gets it put past. So 2-0 your score now with 4:55 remaining in the first. Once again, this Hartford team has been quite feisty already from an offensive standpoint, as we're going to have stoppage here. And has been very good on the forechecking. We see it there, as they did an excellent job of being able to just somehow stick that puck down and keep it in the general zone, and then promptly turn it around and make it into an offensive rush. Puck is dropped, this time one back into the Hartford zone once again. It's going to go onto the skates of Rose, who passes over to Laramie. Laramie now tries to get it far up the zone. He does over to Stramaikov. Stramaikov passes it over towards his teammate Maddox Braswell. Braswell shoots it into the Hartford zone. Hartford now trying to make the pass. Stramaikov got caught for a moment there. Here's another opportunity possibly for Hartford. Trying to make the pass in front. He does. He scores. Liam Lefevre was the forward that was out far ahead. And now it's going to be a goal there for Jason Musa. And now we're going to have a penalty, I think, here. Someone's going to the box here. It's going to be, I believe, Jason Musa, who, funny enough, had that first goal. He's going to go to the box. I believe he was mouthing off in some sort of fashion, whether to the referee or to the Generals. I'm not sure which. He got called for something. And he'll end up in the box. So now 3-0 your score, but a penalty or a power play now for the Generals here. One now back by the Generals. It's going to go over towards Anthony Fleck. Fleck passes it back to Stramaikov. Stramaikov hands it back over now to Luke Harris. Harris now back over to Stramaikov, trying to get it out of the general zone. He'll make the far cross pass to Anthony Fleck. Goes back over to Luke Harris now on the left-hand boards. Big hit on the left-hand side there for a moment. It was just a collision in the corners. It looked like multiple bodies just fell at the same time. 4 minutes remaining here. 3-0 your score in the first. Fleck now tries to find the pass in front. Shoots, scores! Dylan Brennan pots the first one for the Generals here on the pass from Brennan Printer. On what was just kind of a tic-tac pass out in front. It was a beautiful shot from Dylan Brennan, able to just put it right between the legs of Hunter Dryden. He got a little too tall in net and couldn't get down fast enough. So now 3-1 your score. So after about a solid 17 minutes worth of play, no one could seem to find the back of the net. And now all of a sudden in the last 5 minutes we've had 4 goals. Because hockey, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful game. The Generals will win this one back as the power play will officially be over. Gets it down to the Hartford zone. A bad pass there for a moment. Luke Harris is going to pick it up. He tries to drop pass it off to his teammate, Hunter Jurisic, but he gives it up for a moment here. Now going to be brought back over by, I believe, Stramaikov. Stramaikov continues to try and fight here with Jason Musa, who already has the first and second penalty and the first goal of the game. He's got all sorts of stats tonight. This one's going to be a battle out in front. Aiden Hartman was able to get a leg on it as this one makes it around the backside of the net. Continuing to try and battle through the navy blue jerseys. He's not able to do so here, as now it's going to be picked up by Jurisic again. Jurisic dumps it out for a moment, gets over to the skates of Delacarmine. Delacarmine now passes straight across. It's going to be on the skates of Maddox Pemrick. Pemrick now passes it over towards, I believe they're Migliori. Migliori picks it up once again, hands it off towards his teammate, Liam Resto. Resto sends it back up the ice now towards, for a moment there, it was going to be Owen Renfers, but now it's just a battle on this left-hand side. Continuing to battle for it is Renfers, as this one goes the other way now for a moment. Renfers continues to try a battle for us. Cabela helps him out. This one continues to stay in the Hartford zone. Liam Lefevre now trying to get it out of the zone. He will finally, as Maddox Preston's going to have to try and chase it down. He will here, as he's going to have to try and take the hit from Migliori. Migliori gives it up for a moment. It's going to end up all the way down into the Hartford zone. It's going to be picked up by Laramie, who's going to take the hit. Now coming along these close boards once again. It makes his way out towards center. Sasha Filipovic with a head of steam. Now goes to the right-hand side. Tries to find a white body in front. Can't find anybody. No one's at home. Passes it straight across to the boards here. Now it's going to make its way over to the left-hand boards. Go all the way around the backside of the nuts. And Filipovic is going to try and pick it up once again. Big hit there from a minute from Blazinski. Now picked up by, for a moment there, now picked up by, it's going to be picked up by Owen Renfrew, as I couldn't figure out the bodies there for a moment. There's too many in front, and Hartman gets a hand on it as Reynolds tries to find the shot. Couldn't get it to go. Picked up by Laramie, trying to skate through the Generals' defenders. He gets a shot on net, but Hartman makes the save. No one's able to pick up the rebound. This one gets dumped into the Hartford zone. No icing will be called. A line change here for the Generals. A minute 50 here to go. 3-1 your score through one. Pass goes straight across. Now pass over to the close hand boards, over towards Tyson Jarvis. He's going to have to try and beat over Thomas Cabela. This one goes around the backside of the net. It's going to go over towards Lefebvre once again. Lefebvre makes the pass around the backside of the net, tries to find somebody in front. Reynolds tries to get the shot. Hartman got an elbow on it. Once again on these left-hand close side boards. Shot, another one. This one, Aiden Hartman missed for a moment there, but it goes wide. Picked up now by Stramaikov, trying to make a big hit here. It's going to be an opportunity now for the Generals, though. 2-on-1 opportunity. Here comes Dylan Brennan on the right-hand side. Tries to find the body in front. Pass gets knocked away there by a moment by, I believe, Chase Laramie. He made a beautiful play. Stramaikov, shot, save made by Dryden. Hit him right in the logo, but he's able to make the save. With a minute 7 to go here, 3-1 your score. The Hartford Wolfpack still lead. After the initial penalty taken by Jason Musa, he scores the break-open goal of this game. The second one, he causes a penalty, or he takes the second goal of the game as well, goes to Hartford. The third one leads to a Musa penalty, after what I believe was for quote-unquote showboating, which then led to a goal by Dylan Brennan off the beautiful passing by Brennan Printer. So we'll have 52 seconds remaining here. Hartford continues to hold it in their own zone, trying to get it out of their own zone for a moment. Makes its way up to neutral ice. Tanner Braden has an opportunity here on this left-hand boards. Trying to find any white bodies in front. They've done an excellent job at trying to create traffic in front of the net. Goes around the backside. There it is once again. It gets caught in the stick and skates, though, of anybody in a white jersey. So now here come the Generals. Here comes Anthony Fleck combined with Luke Harris. Fleck now tries to find Harris in front. Gets batted away, though, for a moment. We have 30 seconds remaining here in the first. Goes down the close hand boards here. Once again, offsides is called. Lefebvre trying to get deep into the General zone, but Sean Foley, I believe, was the one who got caught offsides. Face off here in the offside circle, near close to our boards here. We'll take a second here as the referee needs to have a little chat with the wingers as they've gotten a little feisty here. Face-off won by the Generals for a moment. Big hit there by Marco Preston on the... I wasn't sure who it was he laid the hit on for a moment, but offsides I believe is going to be called here. As Preston came out of the defensive zone with a head of steam and laid the body flat. So a stoppage was called there. It was not going to be an offside, so we'll have one at center ice with 16 remaining here in the first. 16 seconds, I should say. As the Generals are able to pull it through. Anthony Fleck trying to dangle his way through the white jerseys. Gets the puck batted over to the right-hand boards. 10 seconds remaining. They have an opportunity here to possibly get another shot on net here. Continuing to battle for it on the right-hand boards. Continuing to go for it now is Luke Harris. He's not able to get it out of the zone, though. And we'll end the first period. 3-1 your score. So after one, the Hartford Wolfpack lead 3-1. Goals by... I believe there was going to be Migliori, Jason Musa. I believe the other one was Tanner Braden who scored the other as well. They'll have the first three initial goals before Musa took that one penalty that led to the power play goal by Dylan Brennan late into the first. We had about 17 minutes worth of play before either team could score in what was already an offensive matchup, but neither team could seem to pot anything. And of course, the minute I all said that, everything decided to break loose. As in the final 5 minutes worth of play, not even final 5, they were able to put up 4 goals. So we'll go into the second period here with a 3-1 deficit for the Generals. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening once again to the Generals broadcast here on YouTube for the 16U matchup between the Northeast Generals and the Hartford Junior Wolfpack. Again, we will be back in a quick moment. Be right here. Hello, everyone, and welcome back here to the New England Sports Village here in Attleboro, Massachusetts, as we get ready to go underway here for the second period of play between the 16U Generals, Northeast Generals, I should say, Academy, and the 16U Hartford Junior Wolfpack. The score right now, 3-1 in favor of the Wolfpack after they scored the initial first 3 goals of the game, followed up by a goal by Dylan Brennan there in those final, I should say, couple minutes of play in what was quite the action-packed offensive first period. Both penalties taken from the Hartford Wolfpack were actually taken by number 19, I believe it was, if I'm correct here as I try and pull my notes out once again, sorry about that, Jason Musa, who took the initial penalty at first. Wasn't sure what his first one was for. The Generals were not able to capitalize on that one, unfortunately, before the Hartford Wolfpack were able to score the first 3 goals. Musa actually scored that first goal of the game as well. On the third goal of the Hartford Wolfpack attack there that made it 3-0, Musa then took a penalty, I believe, for showboating, I think was the term, or at least a technical penalty is what the referee was essentially making the motion of, which led to a Dylan Brennan goal that was assisted by Brennan Printer. So now it's 3-1 here as we're going to have a goalie change for the Generals, as now it will be Lucas Bonnet for the second time here. He'll get his opportunity after Aiden Hartman giving up those first 3 goals. He'll take the bench now. We'll see once again Hunter Dryden will go back into net for the Wolfpack here. As usually it would be Nathan Kempton is the backup goaltender for the Hartford Wolfpack, though he will not see any time here tonight. It is going to be Lucas Bonnet who will hop in, though, for the Generals, as we'll get ready to go underway here once again with 22.5 minutes for this second half worth of play. Puck gets ready to be dropped here at center ice. Here we go once again. The Hartford Wolfpack will win it this time. Back over on the close hand boards. They'll try and shoot it back down into the Hartford, or into the General zone for a moment here. Great passing now for the Generals once again. Printer trying to find one, or excuse me, that was Brendan now trying to find one in front. Got the puck taken away from him, though. Now here come the Wolfpack through the neutral zone. Going across center ice here now, trying to find the cross pass. He will for a moment here. Tries to make the pass in front. Lucas Bonnet got a glove on it. What a shot again by Jason Musa. He's not able to get it to go through, though. Battling for it now on the far boards. Picked up now once by Migliori. Migliori's going to give it up, though, here for a moment. Now here once again come the Generals as Braden Spears trying to make his way through. He gets outbodied to the puck by Chase Rose. Rose now around the backside of the net. Passes it along to the right-hand boards. Big hit here on the close side as Dylan Brennan goes in for the engagement. Makes it down around the backside. Here's Braden Spears trying to lay the body once again. Go long chase pass here by Rose as this one goes all the way down for icing. Chase Rose trying to make that stretch pass again into that neutral zone. That's been what a lot of this Hartford offense has been trying to generate, is these long stretch passes from their own zone past the red line. They've been successful a couple of times at it, but a lot of the times that puck has just been kind of getting stuck into the feet of the Hartford Wolfpack. It's been kind of unlucky for them here tonight. Face-off won by the Generals on the right-hand side of Dryden. Goes down to the deep right corner after the scramble for the puck. Picked up this time by Urisic. Urisic now trying to battle for it on the left-hand corner. Bodies continue to crumple up down the bottom left-hand side. Luke Harris trying to battle for it for a moment here. Gets down in front of the net. It's going to get picked up by Rose once again. Passes it out of his own zone. Now going along the boards here is going to be Filipovic. Filipovic sends it around the backside. Tries to pick up his own pass. Takes a small hit there from by Blazinski. And this one's going to try and go the other way once again. Luke Harris is going to pick it up. Harris now trying to get out of his own zone as Reynolds tries to deny him for a moment. Tries to make the cross pass. It will get picked up once again. Shot up and into the neutral zone as the Hartford Wolfpack will try and pick it up. It will once again here as this pass back to the defenseman from Filipovic. Gets knocked away by Luke Harris as it bounced off his knee pad. Reynolds picks it up. Tries to pass it into the zone. Filipovic will pick it up once again. Makes the shot. Save made by Bonnet. Bonnet with a leg pad save once again in those white, navy, and orange pads as this one goes the other way once again. On the close hand boards for a moment. Their shot scores! Marco Preston from way beyond those face-off dots. It almost looked like a half semi-slapper, and it just goes right over the blocker side of Hunter Dryden. Went down to the butterfly, went over his shoulder. So now it's 3-2 your score on the first by Marco Preston. So now 3-2 your score. It's only a 1-goal game now, ladies and gentlemen. Marco Preston finds his first of the night, first in the last 2 days. And we'll have a 1-goal game here. Won by the Wolfpack from center ice over to the right-hand side. Going back into his own territory is Laramie. Laramie makes the long stretch pass once again, this time onto the sticks of Pemrick. Pemrick sends it back around to the backside. Stramaikov trying to get it out. Bounces around off his stick for a moment there. White bodies collided with one another. Gets off to Stromykov's stick once again. Tries to get it over towards what I believe is Cabela there for a moment. Cabela passes up to Stromykov, who's now playing pretty much like a forward as usual. As this one tries to make his way over to Owen Renfrew. Renfrew takes a hit on the close boards, makes his way down to Dryden, tries to keep it down in the zone for a moment there. He got aggressive with it. Call him Marc-Andre Fleury. As this one tries to make its way out in front. Shot blocked out in front once again, this time by Chase Rose. He tries to get out of the zone. He will here. Now here they come once again on the Wolfpack. Tries to find the pass in front. Shot save made by a moment there. Gets deflected by Bonnet. As it was trying to be Tanner Braden trying to find the pass in front. This one makes it into the neutral zone. Here come the Wolfpack once again. As Bonnet tries to knock it down, he will. He's not able to get a hold of it, though, so Stromykov's going to have to play it. Takes a hit for a moment here. Tries to get it off the stick of what I believe there for a moment was Printer. Printer lets it go for a second there, stays in the zone. That first line trying to get it out, and they'll try to put it back into the zone. Gets batted around here into the left-hand side. Picked up once again by Braden. Braden now trying to get it out of his zone. Gets it over the blue line, gets it shot and past the net as this one goes way wide. This one goes over the stick there for a moment of Del Carmine, and it's going to be offsides. Del Carmine trying to keep it in. I'd like to apologize to AJ Del Carmine. I called him Della Carmine for the longest time in that first period. His name is Del Carmine. I promise I'll get it right this time. Face off now to the left-hand side of Lucas Bonnet, the 5'10", 150 starting, or now, I guess second half starting goaltender as Del Carmine makes the shot. This one goes way wide down in the left-hand corner. Picked up once again, this time by Marco Preston. Preston tries to get out of his own zone. Can't get it away here, though. Stays on these close-hand boards, now trying to make its way into the neutral zone. It gets sent back down into the general zone. Blazinski's going to have to try and pick it up here. He will indeed, gets it passed over to Preston. Preston tries to get it up around the ice. He gets it past. His pass gets knocked down by Spears. Spears isn't able to get out of the zone for a moment. Picked up once again now by Del Carmine. Del Carmine makes the pass across over to Ursini. Ursini gets a big hit there for a moment, and the puck gets picked up immediately by Urisic. Urisic sends it back down into the Wolfpack zone. Now it goes along those close hand boards once again. Makes its way all the way down into the general zone. Icing will be called. 18:20 to go here in this second period of play. Now 3-2 your score after Marco Preston, not even 2 minutes into the game, was able to find a goal over the blocker hand side of Hunter Dryden. Take one pretty much from the blue line on a, I don't even want to call it a slap shot, a somewhat one-timer tap. Almost looked like he was chipping it for a moment there, but he got it to go. As the Wolfpack will win this one as they'll try and get it out of the zone. They will for a moment there. Stromykov trying to be aggressive, is able to pay off this time. Tries to lay the big hit for a moment there. Luke Harris now picks it up. Trying to find the pass in front. A good diving save attempt there by the defenseman there. I believe that was Liam Resto. It was. Resto is able to make the plays. Long stretch pass this time. Trying to get to Migliori. This one goes all the way down for icing. At Wolfpack once again trying to get those long stretch passes to go. Migliori just not able to get a stick onto it. And with 18 minutes here remaining in the second period of play, still 3-2 your score. And once again, it's been a very offensive-minded game, it feels like. Very aggressively forechecking as well from both sides. So the Wolfpack will win this one, trying to make that long stretch pass again. Stromykov's going to miss it, though, but Braswell's able to back him up. Braswell now having to wait until his teammates get on sides. He's going to drive down to the left-hand corner for a moment here. He's going to get outbounded to the puck, though, by Laramie. Laramie now trying to battle away from Braswell. Luke Harris is going to make his way to the right-hand boards. Tries to get it past him for a moment here. Anthony Fleck, tried to keep it in, but it's going to be offsides. Fleck pretty much looked like a soccer player there trying to chest that ball down. Bounced off the letters in front of him. But unfortunately for him, his teammate Luke Harris was a little too far forward. As now we'll have a face-off on this close-hand side. Connor Williams trying to win it back. He won't be able to do so as the Hartford Wolfpack will pick it up once again. Here's another opportunity as Bonnet will see if he can get some more shots against him. This one goes down to the corner, though. Lost off the stick there for a moment by Migliori. Now here's an opportunity as here comes Cabello. Cabela now trying to find the puck in front. Dryden lost it for a moment there. Here come the sticks, and oh boy, here come the bodies. As for a moment there, it looked like it was a bit of a fight. Cabela went down trying to get that puck in front as it kept getting sticked there by Owen Renfrew for a moment. And bodies kept flying towards them as Jason Musa came in with the hit from behind. He wasn't very happy about Hunter Dryden getting a little bit of stick action in front. We'll have a face-off here now to Dryden's right. One back by the Hartford Wolfpack once again. Now another long stretch pass. This one gets batted down by Maddox for a moment, or it was Maddox Braswell. Here's an opportunity now. Briscoe misses it, or Lucas Bonnet misses it, I should say, and Jason Musa will score his second of the night. 4-2 now your score. I don't know where I came up with Briscoe. I'm sorry about that one, Lucas. I guess I was thinking of Chase Briscoe for some reason, but Lucas Bonnet misses that one, unfortunately, as Jason Musa will score his second of the night. He's got 2 penalties, 2 goals. All he needs now is another assist, and he's going to have himself a 2-2-2 type night. 4-2 now your score here with 17 minutes remaining. The Wolfpack will win yet another face-off. This one makes its way towards the Munro Ice again. Musa trying to make the pass across. He will. Tries to get it back over to Musa once again. That one goes wide. Picked up once again here by the Generals for a moment as this one makes its way up the center ice. It'll get intercepted, though, by Migliori. Migliori now in his own zone. Tries to make the stretch pass once again. He will, but Preston's going to pick him off. Preston now already has a goal tonight, trying to make his way over to the left-hand side. Gets picked up for a moment there by Blazinski. Blazinski shoots it over the close-hand boards. Preston now trying to battle for it on the left-hand side. This one gets shot back into the neutral zone for a moment, as the Wolfpack trying to bring it back in. Stramaikov now picks it up around the backside of the net. The slick skating boy from Buffalo trying to get around. Loses the puck, though, in the backhand left corner for a second there. As now here come the Wolfpack once again. Musa sends it back up the boards. As it continues to be battle for it on the right-hand side. Here's a shot from the defensive side. Blocked out in front there as Del Carmine was trying to get the shot. This one in the left-hand corner once again on the close boards. As battling continues here as Filipovic now goes around the backhand side of the net. Trying to find Del Carmine once again. Del Carmine picks it up over on the blue line. Gets the pass down low. Battling still here in this corner now. Here come the Generals. Pick it up, try and get it out of their own zone. They will for a moment, but Del Carmine will pick it up. Line change now for the Generals. This one gets sent down into Bonnet. Bonnet now going to have to try and get it around the backside of the net. He will. Stramaikov with a head of steam. Trying to find anybody in the blue jersey here. He'll do it himself. Going coast to coast, essentially. Stramaikov now. Shot. Save made in front by Ajibadi. Puck is still loose. Shot goes wide. For a moment there, Connor Williams had open net. I believe it went off of somebody's foot. Maddox Braswell now. Shot. Save made. And an opportunity there. That one goes off the post, and that one will be off the post, and knocked off its post will be the goal. As Hunter Dryden had to go up and use his big old shoulders to try and bat that one away. With 15:50 remaining here, 15:15 I should say, here in the second period. 4-2 now your score. The Hartford Wolfpack able to respond after the initial goal by Marco Preston made it a 1-goal game. So we'll have a face-off here now to the right-hand side of Hunter Dryden. As Luke Harris will step in for the Generals. He'll win it back for a moment here, but now here comes the Wolfpack once again with that offensive rush. Gets batted away, though, by Blazinski. A great play there from the defensive side. Harris is going to pick it up, trying to find somebody in front. Can't find his teammate, Hunter Jurisic. Goes down once again to Blazinski. Blazinski gets it batted down for a moment, though. Now here come the Wolfpack once again. Doesn't have a defensive partner, though. No, here's the shot. Gets blocked away there by a good defensive stick off of Maddox Braswell. Now here come the Generals once again. Here comes Luke Harris over center ice. On the foreboards now, tries to go down around the backside of the net. He will. He's able to make it through all the different white jerseys. He's going to take a hit, though, into the right boards. Battling now on these close right side boards. The Wolfpack are able to come away with it for a moment. Tries to make that stretch pass once again. He's going to end up on the skates of Laramie. Laramie now trying to go down those left boards. He's not able to get much further, though, as it goes off the skates of Braswell. Big collision down in the left-hand corner as everyone falls down. As this one makes its way into center ice once again. Braswell here trying to fight with it for a moment, or excuse me, that was Owen Renfers, as Braswell now is actually going to go after this back puck, try and shoot around the backside of the net. He will. Owen Renfers now trying to get it out of the zone. He will for a moment here as it makes its way into the neutral zone. Over to the right-hand corner now, it's going to be Laramie trying to fire it back into the general zone, picked up by Stramaikov. Stramaikov trying to make the pass once again. He gets it over to Renfers, but he's not able to keep control of it. Puck is still going here now with 13:50 remaining in the second period. 4-2 your score. Picked up by Williams. Tries to get it to Renfers. Renfers not able to get a hold of it. Now trying to lay the body down in the corner on to Sean Foley. Makes its way all the way up to the blue line almost for a moment there, but intercepted by Sean Foley once again. This one goes around the backside of the net. Goes over to Galoli. Galoli now trying to get a stretch pass once again. Stromaikov's going to pick it up, though. Stromaikov almost runs into his defensive pairing for a moment there. Connor Williams is going to have to pick it up at center ice. Giving up once again here is now. Here's an opportunity, possibly almost offsides. It will be offsides. Stromaikov couldn't stop in time. slid just a little too far and got caught for offsides, as unfortunately his offensive forward there, I believe it was Braden Spears, got a little too excited, jumped a little too far ahead. Puck drop now goes towards the Wolfpack zone as this one continues to dribble around. It'll make its way past now center ice. Shot down onto Bonnet once again as this one makes its way around the backs of the net. Now goes forward up towards Braden Spears. Braden Spears falls for a moment, but here come the Generals. Printer now on a 2-on-2 opportunity. Loses the puck for a moment there. Takes a big hit from Del Carmine, and now he'll go down. Now into the left-hand corner, though, Brendan Printer, will try and take a big hit once again. Del Carmine's letting the body be flown. Here come the Wolfpack once again. Fleet-feeded. Tanner Braden once again trying to get it deep into the zone. He's not able to do so, though, as Printer trying to get it out. Goes over to Braden Spears, now over to Brendan. Brendan now trying to make his way through center ice. Gets his stick lifted as Spears trying to get it once again. And we're going to get an offsides, I believe, here. So with 12:37 here remaining in the second period, 4-2 your score here as the Generals are down to the Hartford Wolfpack. Face off on the far offside circle. This time makes it over to the close hand boards. Trying to battle for it here, the Wolfpack and the Generals. No one really has a skate on it just for a moment here. Now picked up finally. Now we have an opportunity here for Lefebvre. Lefebvre shoots, scores, beats Bonnet in close quarters. Was almost cherry-picking that Generals blue line for a moment there. Was able to pick up that puck on that dish again. And was able to get an opportunity on a 1-on-0 with Lucas Bonnet, who wasn't able to make the glove hand save. So 5-2 now your score. So with 12:25 now remaining, 5-2 now here in this second period. Face-off won by the Generals, won by Luke Harris. He'll make his way down these close boards as he tries to put one around the backside of the net. He's going to lose the puck for a moment there as he falls down. Staying on those far boards for a moment, Blazinski's going to get caught. Marco Preston's all in his lonesome. He's able to get it out of the zone, though, and keep the play alive. Anthony Fleck now trying to go the other way. 2-on-2 opportunity for him. Fleck now trying to battle for it. He has to deal with all the white jerseys that made it back before his teammates could. Stramaikov not able to get to it. Too light of a pass. Now here's an opportunity for the Wolfpack. 3-on-2 for them. Trying to make the pass in front. He will to Musa. Musa shot. Save made. It goes off the far post. Musa made the pass to Lefebvre. He wasn't able to sink it. As that one just went a little too wide, Lucas Bonnet went full eagle to try and get across the crease and almost knocked it off its bearings. So we'll have a face-off now off to the left-hand side of Lucas Bonnet. Won by the Wolfpack, makes his way back to Del Carmine. Del Carmine passes it back down, back up to Del Carmine. He loses it for a moment. Liam Resto is going to pick it up now on the close boards. Now battling forward on the close boards once again. The Generals are able to pick it up for a moment here as Cabela is able to get it up towards Owen Renfers. Renfers, though, loses it for a moment. Makes its way back over to Del Carmine. Del Carmine makes the pass, is able to get batted away for a moment, but makes its way down into the General zone. It's going to be on Blazinski here to try and get it out for a moment. Or excuse me, that's Maddox Braswell. Braswell now loses the puck for a moment here. The Hartford trying to get away with it, but unfortunately for them, they got a lot of bodies to deal with, including Stamaikov. As this one goes around the backside of the net. Cabello tries to get it out. He loses it for a moment. It's going to end up on the stick of Hartford once again. Jarvis trying to find a body in front. He's not able to find anybody for a moment. Del Carmine, shot, save made as it got batted down by a moment for Reynolds, but it got a good lug pad on it from Bonnet. Del Carmine tries to find a body in front once again. Now Bonnet's going to sit on it, let it go for a moment there, as this one's going to make its way around the backside of the net. Battling for it now on the close board. Shot on in front, couldn't get it through anybody as Maddox Braswell is able to get a skate on it. Cabela trying to make the stretch pass to Owen Renfers. He will. Renfers now trying to find anybody in front. It's not able to find, though. Braswell now battling for it on the backside alongside Tyson Jarvis, who's trying to get away from him for a moment there. Makes its way over to Trevor Blazinski. Blazinski now trying to get some offense generated. Passes it over towards Owen Renfers. Renfers now gets the pass out in front. Finds a white body, though, in front, and William Resto. Resto now shoots it up the close boards, makes its way up to Musa once again. He's got 2 goals and 2 penalties and assists tonight already. Passing and going all the way over the cross to the zone. It's going to be over to Braden. He loses it for a moment. It ends up in the corner. Musa picks it up once again. Musa now over on the close hand boards, loses it once more. Now the Generals have an opportunity possibly, as it's going to be Dylan Brennan trying to outskate Laramie. Laramie, though, is able to outskate him. Musa trying to pick it up once again. Picked up once more, this time by Dylan Brennan, the right winger on that first pairing. He passes it up the boards, goes into the neutral zone as everybody's fighting for it at this point. Now it's going to be a chance here as Brendan Pointer goes with a shot. Save made by Dryden. Tries to get it knocked back down. Printer picks it up again on the rebounds. Not able to score it, though. 9:30 remaining here in the second. 5-2 your score as Marco Preston picks it up. He's already has a goal tonight. He's going to push down deep into the zone for a moment here. A pass goes way wide, and this one's going to go all the way down into the general zone. Icing will be called. It was Tanner Braden there who was trying to get that initial stretch pass. He couldn't seem to grab it as that one goes all the way down, and it's going to be icing once again. With 9:15 remaining, 5-2 your score here in the second. The Generals scored that first goal of this period, but haven't been able to respond since, unfortunately, as the Wolfpack have been able to find two. Here's an opportunity possibly for the Wolfpack once again, as here comes Sean Foley. Foley tries to find the pass in front. He's not able to get it to anybody, though. Here come the Generals once again. Here comes Stramaikov, the slick-skating defenseman, trying to make his way around the backside of the net. He will. Tries to wrap it around. Got stuck by the post, though. A good opportunity there by by Stramaikov as Hunter Dryden got caught on that right pull for a moment there. If Stramaikov would have been able to get it around just a little further, he would have been able to sink it. But unfortunately for him, he's now only going to be able to find post. 9 minutes remaining here in the second period. We'll have a face-off to Dryden's left. And this one's won by the Wolfpack and now try to be fired out of their own zone. It's going to stay, though, as this time it's going to be Anthony Fleck battling for it down in the corner. Bodies be flying everywhere as A.J. Del Carmine trying to fight with him for it. This one now makes it out of the zone. Here comes the offensive rush once again for the Hartford Wolfpack. Sends it down around to Lucas Bonnet. Bonnet now trying to get it out, trying to hold on to it for his defensive teammates. Loses it for a moment, though. Stramaikov trying to dish it out of his own zone. He will for a moment, though, but now the Wolfpack are able to keep it in. Stramaikov going around the backside of the net, tries to make the stretch pass over to Anthony Fleck. Fleck makes it up to Luke Harris. Harris now on those far boards, trying to go through the white jerseys of that Hartford Wolfpack team. Sends it back down deep into the enemy zone, trying to get the Maddox Braswell. Couldn't find him, though. Picked up once again. Offsides will be called as Owen Renfers wasn't able to pick that one up in time. 8:08 here in the second period. Still 5-2 your score. The Wolfpack still lead, taking that initial 3-0 lead before eventually the Generals were able to respond thanks to a goal from Dylan Brennan. Were able to find that first goal of the second period thanks to Marco Preston, and unfortunately have not been able to find anything since, as this one makes its way all the way down to Hunter Dryden's stick, and it'll be saved, and it'll be a face-off back in the zone once again. What's already been quite the interesting game here. Chasen Musa is essentially become the man of penalties and goals. He's already got 2 penalties tonight and 2 goals. He's also have an assist. All he needs is one more, and he's going to be the man of 2. So as this one goes down, 2-on-1 opportunity again here for the Hartford Wolfpack. They'll score. Lefevre goes 5-hole through Lucas Bennett on the 2-on-1 opportunity off the initial pass there from Migliori. And now it is 6-2 your score. As I was talking about the previous actions of this game, the Wolfpack were just able to find that on that initial, once again, stretch pass. 2-on-1 opportunity once again, and are just able to find it through. As this time, oh boy, here we go again. They win it once more and try and send it deep into the zone, but they aren't able to get that pass across this time. Laramie now on the close boards, trying to see if he can find anybody in a white jersey deep in the enemy territory. As you can see here, even, you can't really see it on the left-hand side, but you can see at the time that Lefevre is just deep into the general zone. He's going to actually be the first one down to that puck the minute I say that. Big hit there for a moment by Stramaikov. As he continues to battle for it here as Lefevre sends it back down to the left-hand corner. Now battling for it on the close boards now. Going to be picked up once again by the Generals as this one's given up once again to Musa. Musa now trying to find the pass in front. Nobody there. Bonnet's able to get a stick on it. Trying to get out of the zone is going to be Braden Spears. Spears hands it off now to Stramaikov. Stromaikov's got an open body up in front. Here come the Generals. Printer now with an opportunity. Shot, save, made. Hits him right in the numbers of Hunter Dryden. 7:02 here remaining in the second. 6-2 your score. After what was initially a very close game there, that very first 15 minutes worth of play. Even a 3-2 score to start that second period, but unfortunately the Wolfpack have found a way now to break away from this game. Face-off won by the Generals this time. Blazinski tries to find the initial pass, tries to lay the body, and once again, here we go with another opportunity. 3-on-1 now. Shot scores by by Braden Reynolds. As Reynolds on the 3-on-1 gets the cross pass and just beats it under the shoulder. I shouldn't say the shoulder, under the armpit there on the glove hand side of Lucas Bonnet. He's been peppered here in the second period of play. After initially that first period where a lot of the passes from the Wolfpack just got caught up in the skates of their own players, they found all the passes now. 7-2 your score with 6:50 remaining, but now here comes Anthony Fleck. He's got his own opportunity possibly. He's going to get the stick taken away from him. Now here come the Wolfpack once again. Here comes Reynolds, who just scored that last goal. He's going to try and see if he can beat Braswell. He will for a moment, but it's going to be a good shoulder once again by Lucas Bonnet. This one makes its way all the way out of the zone. Del Carmine now tries to make the stretch pass once again. It's going to get tapped away by Filipovic. Filipovic gives it up to Braswell. Braswell now tries to send it up his own boards. He will for a moment here. It's going to get picked up by Anthony Fleck. Fleck's going to lose it, though. Ends up on Filipovic's skates once again. Filipovic takes a big hit there by Luke Harris. Puck makes its way all the way back around to Del Carmine. Del Carmine sends it back down to Filipovic. Stramaikov now trying to make it around. He's going to take a hit from behind. Makes one onto the boards here as the battle continues in the left-hand corner. Makes his way around the backside of the net once again. Braswell sends it up, trying to find Anthony Fleck. He's not able to do so. Liam Resto now sends it back down into the general zone. Bonnet's going to let it sit in the backside of the net. Stramaikov now sends it back up to Fleck. Fleck trying to get it over to Luke Harris. Puts it a little too far out of his way, though. So now it's going to be Maddox Braswell once again, trying to find a body in front. Gets it over towards Blazinski, but he fell down. Stays in the general zone now. It's going to be Maddox Pemrick now, who sends it back down towards Tanner Braden. Braden gives it up for a moment now as Braswell tries to pass it up towards his teammate. Loses it, though, as it bounces off of Cabela's skates. Cabela picks it up. There's a big hit there against Blazinski. Cabela now with an opportunity, trying to make his way through all the white jerseys. He's going to get outbodied, though, to the corner. He couldn't make it past the skates of Del Carmine as he was able to outbody them with the legs. Makes it all the way up the boards. Blazinski trying to bat it down for a moment. Here comes a head of steam, though, once again. It was going to be Migliori, but he loses it for a moment there to Marco Preston, who already has a goal here tonight. Big hits now on the boards. Stoppage in play. You can already tell it's going to get a little feisty here in these last 5 minutes worth of play as we have 4:55 remaining on the clock. 7-2 your score here as we'll have a face-off in the offside circle near the Wolfpack bench. Puck is dropped once again here by the Generals for a moment as it's going to go back into their own zone for a second. Now it's going to be dropped back into the Wolfpack zone. It's going to get picked up once again by the defensive lines of that Wolfpack team. Chase Rose trying to send it around that backside of the net. He does for a moment here. Battling for it now on the close boards of the Generals. And they're going to be able to pick it up, though, for a moment. I believe a penalty will be called, as it'll be a tripping call against the Generals. It'll be Connor Williams going, I believe. Or I could be wrong, excuse me. He went over to talk to Connor Williams. I guess I'm wrong. It's going to be Chase Laramie, actually. So it's going to be the second power play opportunity of the night now for these Generals. And we'll hope to see if they can maybe find another goal here and at least make it a little bit closer of a game with 4:37 remaining. Face off to the left-hand side of Dryden. Wrapped up over there on the close-hand boards. Makes its way up and out of the zone and makes it all the way down into the general zone. Stromaikov's going to pick it up. Goes around the backside of the net, tries to find the pass. He will over towards Brendan Printer. He already has an assist tonight. Printer now trying to go coast to coast with it. He will with a head full of steam, trying to find a shot. Shoots it off the backside of the net. It was a beautiful shot there by Brendan Printer, but he couldn't find the net. Well, he did find the net, just not the right part of it. Now here come the Wolfpack, though. One-on-one opportunity against Stromaikov. It'll be what I believe there was Pemrick. It was. Pemrick loses it, though. Here comes Brendan Printer once again. He loses it for a moment. Tries to get it to Stromaikov. No one's able to pick it up, though, for a moment. Now it's going to finally get picked up by Anthony Fleck. Fleck now on the close boards. Tries to pass it back to Luke Harris. Loses it for a moment. Too many bodies out in front. Ends up on the stick of somebody. The redirect there for a moment off the shot from Printer. Gets blocked down by Dryden Hunter. Or Hunter Dryden, I should say. As this one's on the far boards, a big hit there for a moment. It's going to get picked up by Stromaikov as Luke Harris can't get out of the zone. He's getting wrapped up there by the defender on the ground. Makes his way onto the close boards. Big hit there onto Anthony Fleck for a moment. Makes its way deeper into the Wolfpack zone. A minute for 45 seconds now remaining on the power play. As an opportunity here, possibly now Braden Spears, or excuse me, that's Dylan Brennan who was trying to win it there in front. Now going to make its way over to Cabela. Cabela, shot, save, made in the corner, and it's going to go loose, but the play was called dead. Hunter Dryden dropped it for a moment there, but by the time he did, the referee had already called it dead. So 35 seconds remaining, 3:12 on the game clock here with 2-7 your score. After the penalty to Chase Laramie, the Generals trying to see if they can capitalize. Puck is dropped once again here. Another wrap-up over on that right-hand circle. And the Generals just scrapping away at it, trying to pick it up here. It's going to make its way up to the blue line for a moment. Sent back down to the corner. Pass straight across now. Shot, save, made. Is just going to go way wide there for a moment from Connor Williams. Makes its way down to the right-hand side of the boards. Trying to get out of the zone. They will here. It's going to go all the way down, and it'll be icing called. With 10 seconds remaining on the power play, 2:47 remaining in the game. 7-2 now your score after initially what was a pretty close game. The 3-2 was the score with like 19:44 remaining. Now it's 7-2 as 5 unanswered goals by the Wolfpack. Should I say 4? I apologize. This one's a big collision down there in the bottom right corner. Now going to be trying to get picked up by Cabela once again. Cabela now trying to get it across. He can't find anybody, though, in a white jersey, or in a blue jersey, I should say, as now the game is even. Here come the Wolfpack once again. Big hit from behind there for a moment from the Generals. Was an opportunity for Sean Foley, but he got hit from behind, I believe, there by Connor Williams. Passes going up the far boards now. Makes it over towards Del Carmine. Del Carmine makes the pass straight across. This one makes its way all the way down to Lucas Bonnet. Bonnet now drops it into the corner. Lets the clock keep going as Galoli now picks it up. Makes its way onto the backside of the net once again. Lucas Bonnet saves it. Time will be called for a moment here with 2:05 remaining in the second. 7-2 still your score here in this second period, second half, I should say, even, of play. It's currently right now, Thomas Cabela has his helmet off over on the right-hand side of the bench. I believe he's just trying to sort himself a little bit there. I think he took a bit of a hit. And he's just trying to get himself readjusted at the current moment. As now the Generals will once again win this face-off as Stromykov's going to skate his way back around into his own zone. Makes the cross pass there for a moment to Luke Harris. He wasn't able to get his feet under it, though. This one gets batted up and over the line. Makes the stretch pass right again over towards Jason Musso. Once again, he has 2 goals, 2 assists, and he's going to look for his third. He won't get it here, though. This one makes his way back around the backside of the net. Here's Foley tries to find somebody. Stromykov now trying to get it out of the zone. Passes it up towards Anthony Fleck. Fleck now trying along those far side boards. Tries to get to Stromykov. Stromykov goes around the backside of the net. Trying to find a body in front. Luke Harris couldn't bury it. Good job by Hunter Dryden to be able to put that one away. Stromykov, though, passes up to Anthony Fleck once again. Fleck on those far boards. Tries to pass to Luke Harris. He does, but Harris goes down. Now ends up on the stick of Laramie. 1:15 here remaining in the second. Tries to get batted down there. A nice play by Stromykov as he was able to get enough of the stick to make sure that the forward for the Wolfpack got a little too far and got called off sides. And this defense for the Northeast Generals has been put to the test here tonight, unfortunately. They have had to deal with a lot of forechecking and a lot of fast, speedy defensemen that have left them in a lot of 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s. As this one goes across on the left-hand side, Blazinski tries to get it out. This one is still in play, though, for a moment. I think the Wolfpack thought it was going to end up in the benches. It doesn't, so Moose is going to pick it up now. Passes over to the left-hand side to Migliori. Migliori takes the big hit on the close boards. Puck makes his way past the center ice line as this one continues to fly down